The new Need for Speed Payback trailer dropped yesterday. We're all hyped. We did reveals. We did talking about things we liked and things we spotted in the trailer without looking properly because we were hyped. Like, when you're hyped, you don't really focus. Which means today we're back with another video where we're going through it again and going through some other things that released around the same time as the trailer. And, well, going through them with a fine-tooth comb. Like an afro comb. It's not really fine-toothed then, is it? Some of this stuff is stuff that you guys have mentioned. Some of this stuff is the stuff that I found myself and a lot of others that I've got in my little circle, me and the knobheads, basically. So let's jump into some of these. First one was multiple characters. Now, there is a section on the website. They updated the website. If you don't know, it looks beautiful. Lots of new information there. If you want to know more about the game, pre-order and all that kind of stuff, needforspeed.com, the place to be. On the website, it says, live out an action driving fantasy. As we know, Need for Speed has adopted this action driving genre name, which I think is perfect for it, especially now with the bloody trailer we saw. Like, come on. Play through an explosive adventure as 3 distinct characters united by one common goal. Revenge. Now, I was reading through this, and obviously the wording of it pretty much says play through an explosive adventure as 3 distinct characters. So you're playing as 3 different characters. So I'm assuming, I couldn't really tell how many characters were in the trailer. I'm assuming some of them weren't actually the characters talking, like the ones we heard. Not all of them are actually playable. I don't know. There seem to be more than 3. Either that or I'm stupid, but 3 characters. What I would assume is the 3 that we saw. There was some guy, and then there was some black man, and then there was a woman. But one thing about the actual woman, right? Nothing about the woman herself, but in the screenshot where we see the woman, she's in an Audi, it would appear. If you look at the seat, we see the S badge. Now, I've owned an Audi, and I should have spotted this. But no, I didn't pay that much attention. It was a very sneaky shot by Ghost, but it does look like Audi maybe coming to Need for Speed. And Audi hasn't been in Need for Speed for a long time, I don't believe. Like, Audi has been missing, which Audi is the perfect place to be at the moment. I mean, we've got the R8, which would be a fantastic car to add in. Imagine the R8, the new R8 with body modifications. That would be absolutely insane. But not to say she's in an R8, she's probably in something a bit more standard. But it does mean the perfect, again, idea for Mandem cars. Audi, BMW, we're sorted, lads. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about the drag racing. So we saw some hints of drag racing cars doing wheelies, that kind of thing. So you would assume, hopefully, there's going to be some form of dedicated tuning for drag racing. That's what you would assume anyway, because if you look at how, I mean, there can't be a multiple way slider. I mean, if there is, cool, that's kind of cool, like up, down, left, right, whatever. There are multiple classes, and the drag one is probably, in my opinion, one of the most fascinating ones, because in the last game we had, as I said, the slider system in where you went to the left and you had drift, you went to the right and you went to grip. I don't know which way around. I'm hoping that was the right way around. I just said it. From personal experience, I can say that the handling is better. I can't say much more than that, but I will get to show you the handling in the coming days when we get to EA Play, which I'm so excited about. But drag racing SA is a different one, because if they're going to have like a full class based on drag racing now, that's going to hopefully improve the amount of drag race events. Obviously, they're going to be there at launch, obviously. Like, I'm just excited to see what they do with the drag spec. Like, is it gonna, maybe you can't put like roll bars, because we saw some cars doing wheelies. Maybe we can put, you know, remove the roll bars or have no roll bars. Is it gonna like flip backwards? Do we have to tune it or then put roll bars? You know, things like that. I'm interested to see how in-depth that is. We'll get to see it soon, hopefully. Now, there was 2 different versions of the game, which is the normal and the Deluxe Edition, and people wanted me to talk about the Deluxe Edition for pretty much 2 reasons. Reason 1, there was a list of cars that you actually get early with that. So I'm going to redefine that again. You get the cars early. The cars in that pack, in the last game they had it as well, where you got the M3, and then in the actual game you got the M3 as well. You could buy it. What this is like a starter pack in where you get these performance cars from the go if you want to. It gives you a little bit more of a boost. The whole idea is to just get you on your way, you know? It's like a little reward, but you can get that stuff in the main game. That is not locked behind a paywall. Don't worry about it. If you heard it, it's absolute rubbish. They wouldn't show a 350Z and then take it out. I know game developers and even Criterion themselves have done that in the past. If they're anything that stupid, they're not that stupid. Like, come on. They're really not that stupid. They wouldn't show the 350Z as the main thing. The first thing they show, and so it's on the, you know, the first car that comes up and loads of different things. They wouldn't then take that away from you. That's silly. And it looks like, honestly, the amount of screenshots it's on, it might actually be one of the main characters' cars. Another reason is on the cover is BMW that we've not ever seen before. It's on a few screenshots and a few covers, And a lot of people pointed out on like that doesn't look like a car I've noticed before. I'm not much of a BMW person, so I didn't really pay attention to it that much. But yeah, I've not seen that BMW before. I just assumed it was, you know, generic BMW number 7. It's the brand new M5, and it got announced along with the game. That was a pretty awesome deal to have. They had close ties with BMW because of the whole M3 thing they did last game. I know that, so I didn't see this coming, but yeah, so more Mandem cars available. A lot of people are curious about if the game is going to launch on PC on the first day that it comes out on console. The plan of now, of what Ghosts have said, is yes, it's coming out day 1. As you remember, the game was actually, it came out like November and then February for PC, or March, something like that. So there was a little bit of delay for PC, but at this time round, they are aiming to have it out straight away. I'm pretty sure they aimed to have it out straight away for the last game, just had a few technical difficulties. Maybe they just, you know, the game was locked at 30, for example, and they wanted to boost it to 60. I think that was the case. They came out with an article, I believe that's how they did it. But pretty much, don't worry. They're aiming to get it on PC day 1, and I'm pretty sure they will this time. I was stalking through Need for Speed's Twitter, and I saw this. So they pretty much said to somebody on the Twitters, cops won't go as easy on you. Wait till you find a rhino on your tail. I'm excited because they keep mentioning police. Police is something we didn't actually get to try when we played the game. We didn't get to try it. I mean, I'm excited to see how it is because they know they dropped the ball on cops last game. Like, they know. So I'm hoping that this time they're better. Again, I haven't played against them yet, and I don't know if I will anytime soon. Hopefully I will, because cops is a massive part of Need for Speed, and it's one of the things that it has that most of the games don't, because a lot of games play it safe and remove cops, so it's much more like friendly, and all the car companies are like, oh yeah, we can just race in this happy land, and, you know, but cops are like a main point of Need for Speed. Like, they need to be there, and they need to be good. I'm just hoping that they're back and they're better than ever, which might be asking for a bit much, because Most Wanted 05's cops. Something mentioned by my good friend Racer Best, he actually noticed in the background of some of the screenshots there's pedestrians walking around. Like, there's pedestrians. Pedestrians. There's not been pedestrians in the last game, or I don't think there's really ever been pedestrians in the game, which is a little bit like, I wish there was, honestly. Pedestrians seem to be a thing. I'm hyped for that. Like, having maybe the return of people like at the beginning of races. Maybe they have the women that do the flagging thing at the beginning, or maybe a man. Maybe I'm not going to be like sexist here. Maybe the man likes to start the race as well. But the idea is that maybe they're actually bringing that back and having more like feel into the world. Because the last game, although it did feel kind of empty at times, because it was nighttime. The game was nighttime. They're going to have loads of people walking around at night and all this kind of thing. But I do like the idea that adding some people back. It doesn't look like it's going to be a lot, but hopefully at the beginning of races and maybe at the end of races, there's going to be a lot more people around and more like cheering and stuff, because that really eggs you on a little bit more. On the older games, did you ever like try and drive into the person? Because I did. Sometimes they just get you through it, and some games they would like be solid, so you would just boom, dead. And the final thing I want to talk about is that some cars actually have like some bash bars. Some people said that this is a Hellcat. I don't know, it just looks like a Challenger. Honestly, I would prefer the normal one to be in there because you can soup it up. That's just my taste. Like, I don't really care for the higher end version of. But anyway, some of the cars have like, you know, bash bars, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what you call them, honestly. But that would make sense, especially when we got some off-roading cars. So some of those options may be there, but at the same time, that looks like an AI kind of car that was heading to destroy the players. But I mean, I imagine there will be like bash bars, whatever, for those that go off-roading, and some of the missions maybe you have to smash into some cars, and it makes sense to have them. But other than that, that's pretty much everything I want to talk about in this video. As I said, the next few days is just going to be back to normal, back to me and Matty C doing random videos, as I've pre-recorded a lot of them. And then very, very soon, friends, we're going to EA Play, and we're going to be recording some Need for Speed. Again, if you want to go to EA Play, you can do. See me there, hopefully, because that'll be good. If you're in LA, come pop in, say hello. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if I missed any more, make sure to let me know. There's so much information going around, so much from this alone, and then we're like a few days away from being able to actually see gameplay and see the full, like a full trailer, like full gameplay footage at E3. I'm excited. You're excited. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. This is the best time of the year. Screw Christmas, right? Screw Christmas. It's all about this. Anyway, do you like my microphone? I'm going to keep talking about my microphone because it's quite good. Alright, so next time, guys. Peace. There's a very massive amount of people that probably don't know where I am. This isn't my normal setup. That's why I'm using this. My girlfriend's place. It's a little bit different, I know. But I thought I'd come here before heading to EA Play and E3 together, so yeah.